All right, today's another big day, real demo day, if you will. Have a look at the nav station. So the door's gone, labelled up what was in there. Obviously we've disconnected all the 12 volt and also the shore power. Now got the solar coming through here, through the roof, ready to connect up. This is all going to get rewired. Everything in here is going to get completely rewired. So new switches, new everything on the nav station. That's a big job done. Heading on outside, as I said, the solar. We got 3 runs of solar. We've actually got now proper connections coming through the roof here. All right, let's try that again. Battery was at 34%, and of course that's not enough to do any filming. All right, stop complaining, I'm just tired. All right, let's crack on. So as you can see here, we have the solar connections now coming into the roof. We got solar panel. This is the 400 watt panel. This is 4 160 watt panels. I've got an entry point here for the 3 160 watt panels. I've still just got to find an extra piece of cable. This one here is for the surveillance camera, security camera if you will, and there's going to be 2 more points here as well for outside lighting, but we're waiting for delivery for those little caps and covers. Yeah, 1 minute, what else have I been doing? So we have got out, we're going to say goodbye to the AGM 31s from West Marine. To be honest, they've done us a pretty good job. They're done now, they're toast. But they've got us this far. We installed these in Puerto Rico. How long ago was that? 2.5 years, nearly 3 years ago. And we've done a lot of cooking on electric. We've been running heavy inverters. Yeah, we've been on moorings or on anchor the whole time. So they've done pretty good. I would like to have thought batteries at that price would last longer, but reading the reviews, everybody says they're the best batteries, so they get to somewhere between 2 and 3 years, and then they are toast. So remember that. Anyway, going to take you down to the engine room. All right, so this is where the batteries were. So we've cleared up that space. I'm actually thinking about putting the water maker up here. What do you reckon to that? There's a good space there. Anyway, oh, that's me being a squirrel again, wandering off. So I'm going to pull out, there's a lot of wiring here that was for the old battery bank. We've also got the old switch box, isolation box and all that sort of stuff. That's all got to come out. And also we've got the old inverter charger, the big 3000 watt inverter, and all the AC power. I'm not sure, we might end up leaving the AC power here because it is pretty much connected up for everything from shore power. So maybe we'll run a line across, not sure, I'll have to speak to Greg and see what he thinks. Anyway, I've got a lot of cables to pull out. Starting to lose a light, so I just wanted to give you a bit of an update, and yeah, let's crack on. So saying that, giving you a bit of an update, I forgot to tell you where Greg is. Let's go find Greg. Greg, you decent?
Yep.
Yeah, YouTube's coming to say hi.
Where we're getting forward progress, getting our negatives in.
Look at that.
Start working on the positive.
Do you want to show everybody where we've got to so far? Do you want to pop that lid down? So one thing that we did have to do, the lid of the battery box, you remember there was me being stupid laying inside it, to actually be able to get the real estate by using all the way around, we actually ended up cutting it so we can slide the last battery under, but we get the real estate so we can get the Lynx distributors. On the side here I see Greg's removed a few of them, but we got the solar MPP controllers. We've got 1, 2, 3, they're all the same, the 100 by 50s, so 3 lots of solar coming in, charging the batteries. On the end here, we have a DC to DC charger, 12 to 30. Now that is going to be powering us from our alternators basically. And there's a space here. We're going to have 2 of them so we can get 60 amps when we're running the engine, coming in for charging purposes. We've got the big Quattro there that we've shown you before. And we've also got the little Phoenix down there, which is going to power the Starlink and the TV. So we don't have to run the big boy all day, because obviously a big inverter draws a lot of power. So Greg, where are you at?
Okay, this is going to be our switch to isolate and shut off the Victron, going through a 400 amp circuit breaker and then down through here and connect. This will be total power on and off, and if you shut both these off, we can bring power from this over to the starter battery for backup in case anything goes wrong with the NiCads, the lithium.
If the AGMs go down, if we lose our start battery, because we're running start, we've got the 240 amp hour start battery. Yeah. If we can't start the engine for some reason, that one's gone flat, It's going to have its own solar panel and own controller as well, so it shouldn't do, but we've got an emergency backup that we can isolate the lithiums, keep them away from the AGMs, but we can still use the lithiums to start the motors to get us out of trouble if we're in trouble somewhere.
Or vice versa, use AGM to power the boat in case the lithiums go south.
Well, there's also that as well. So if we lost the lithiums and at night time we're doing a night crossing and we want to be able to use the navigation lights, all that sort of stuff, the chart plotters, we can isolate the lithiums away from it. We can run everything from the AGM start battery. So we're building in some redundancies here. All right, guys, we do need you to clear something up here. So obviously I'm an Englishman, Greg's a thoroughbred American, and we were talking earlier on about switches. Now, he called a switch a handle, and I was like, what's a handle? Do you mean a switch? He said, yeah, a switch. And then he said, but the bit you turn, because the switch is internal, that's mechanical, you said?
Yes, the switch is the mechanical part of the definition. But
then the twisty part, so I say you twist the switch, which we call the knob of the switch, yeah? You twist the knob, turn it on or off.
But knobs are round, so a switch or a handle turns.
So is it a knob, or is it a handle on a switch? Could you let us know in the comments, please, guys? Because we've got to work this out somehow. Alrighty, quick update time. It is Christmas Eve. The boat's still chaos. Greg's just headed off for the day. He says he's hit a wall. So I'm going to finish up a couple of bits here. As you know, we've got the nav station wide open. I'm building a new door for that one, so that's my little project on at the moment. I'm going to finish up this afternoon. So that's my new layout. We've doubled up, so before we had 2 rows of 6 or 12 switches for DC. Now we have 24 of them. This here is going to be the screen for the Carbo, the GX screen. So it's basically a battery monitor. Monitors the electrical system. Plus it will also monitor anything else we want to. It can do all the engine temperatures, etc, etc, the fuel tanks, water tanks. That'll all be on a small digital screen here. We're keeping the old Victron battery monitor, the 712, to monitor the AGM system, which is for the starting side, and we got the VHF. Leaves us a blank space here, but the cable hangs down for the VHF, but also there's room for improvement or adding any extra equipment later on the board there. So that's where I'm at. So Greg has made a bit of progress here. He's actually connected up all of the batteries. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. The batteries are now all connected up, and they go up to the Lynx distributors. We've got all the Victron MPPs on the wall, but here on the DC side of things, we've got the lithiums now plumbed in, and we've removed where the old AGMs used to come in. So we're getting real close to turning the switch, but first I've got to build that door. So let's get that banged out. Tomorrow, Christmas Day, we should be able to hook it up. Morning, guys. Woke it up. It's Christmas morning. So happy Christmas, everybody. First thing I'm doing is coming out to the garage to see how my painting did last night. So I brought this stuff back to where we're staying here. We're still looking after our buddy's house, and painted up the nav station. Woohoo! It's gonna look good. It's got an epoxy based paint on it, same colour as the rest of the house, or the boat, should I say. And this is the cabinet that I made to go put the Ninja in, over in the galley there. So we painted all that up as well, again using the epoxy paint because it's going to have a little bit harder wear. So this morning I am going to pop down to the boat because I left the boat with no DC power, so no bilge pumps. So I'm going to be heading down there this morning, double check the boat's good, install this panel. As Greg's told me, he wants to come in this afternoon and put a few hours in as he hasn't got much going on today. So if I go in earlier, I can install this and screw up the switches and stuff. Maybe Greg can start playing a bit with the DC power. Have a good one. Alright, that's my Christmas Day done. Anyway, here on the boat, we're going to go back and have some Chinese food and celebrate the rest of Christmas together. Anyway, I've got to get off the boat, go find Erica and Foxy, and look at the nav station. It's looking fantastic. So I'm super happy with that. That's all up and installed. I've got a little bit of adjustments to do. I need to put a handle on there for sure and a lock, and wire everything up tomorrow. So Greg and I are going to get cracking tomorrow on this and get everything back up and running again on the DC side. But for now, I'm going because it's ice cold and I'm going back to the house. Anyway, happy Christmas, guys. Alrighty, guys, so haven't filmed much the last couple of days. It's been freezing cold and trying to get the handle on all this stuff here. Anyway, give you a little quick of an update where we're at, and then we'll chuck some time lapse on while I try and connect some of this stuff up. So I have come a long way here in the back of the nav station. Everything else is in. You saw me put the door in before. Now got all my earths connected up here. These are all the different ones. So basically every second row is a switch coming to the switch panel. So it's actually, instead of having that big chaos of wires that we used to have in here, it's actually all done properly, labeled, and yeah, it's fantastic. We've got solar coming in up the top here. So they're the 3 runs. We've started to pull some cable through. Greg's gone up to make one last buzz bar for downstairs, and we're going to pull the rest of the cables. And we're going to need a little bit more DC power, because we're actually going to be running 24 items, 24 switches, and we don't have enough power coming up from the fuse box, which is downstairs. So we're going to be adding these little blades here from number 16 onwards, and we'll have these will be fused here instead of down the bottom. So we're going to run some extra power here as a positive, negative, and that will run through for the extra bits that we're putting on the switching. So i.e. some extra lighting, some camera, security cameras, all that sort of, there's lots of goodies coming on. Remote switches for the small inverter. There's all sorts of good stuff. We're going to go through that list later on. But anyway, it's looking really, really good, but I need to get back up here. I have got myself a little box, because trying to lean in there, I'm too short. So I've got myself a little box, so now I can actually stand up here and sit on the nav station to work in the middle, inside. So I can stand on my box here and sit on the nav station to actually work inside the nav station. There is more work that needs to be done here. We're going to put another wooden panel like this grey one here in the back, and that's where all the AC power is going to be run from. So I might check you on a time lapse while we connect up some of these cables. Alrighty, so we're just a couple of days away from hoping to move back onto the boat, and it's still an absolute disaster zone. As I've been promising Erica for a very long time, ceiling panels need to be finished. So that's my mission today, is to get the ceiling panels done. We were talking about painting them. I think that's not going to happen. I don't think we're going to paint them. I think we're actually going to cover them in like a pleather or something, you know, like a light grey colour, something that's easy to wipe over instead of painting them. We've changed plans a little bit there. So that's going to be my mission today. Greg's not here. He's gone down to Fort Lauderdale to pick up some other cables, because the delivery came in slightly wrong. One of the cables for the AC side of stuff, so i.e. powering up the new, what's that called again? That's an induction top, that's what it is. The induction top, and for the Ninja to run the AC power over to the galley, we've got the wrong cable. I'm going to give you a quick tour around what has been done, and then I think we'll stick it on a time lapse while we get some jobs done today. I've got the boat to myself, so it's time to crack on. But we have replaced the TV, and it's got one of these little swivelly jobs on it, so we can move it around. We can even put it something like that, and I can sit at the helm and watch TV on long passages, or you can even put navigation on it. We've got the nav station, as you've seen before, that's looking good, and my wiring's come a long way. I've been doing the DC side of things up here while Greg's been working downstairs. Yesterday I actually made a backboard here to go inside the nav station, and that's where all of the AC controls are going to go. So for the air conditioners, hot water tank, etc, 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 that's all going to be mounted on there. As I said, still a mess. Got Blue Eddy there. We've actually got another little item with Blue Eddy that Erica's going to tell you about later. Having a backup battery for Blue Eddy, so it doubles the capacity, which has been fantastic for us because we've had no power on the boat for a while. Anyway, coming down here, see what Greg's been up to. It's looking fantastic, it really is. There's still some work that needs to be done, some tidying up, but we have now connected up. One run of solar panels is now charging up the batteries. We've got the small inverter connected up, and yeah, pretty much we are getting there. Not much further to go. It's going to be a fantastic system. I'm super happy. The fridges are working, the bilge pump's working, all that sort of stuff. All the DC side of stuff is pretty much working now. And they've even wired in better, so things like the security camera. Yeah, oh, it's just absolutely been amazing. So anyway, time to crack on because we haven't got long before we want to move back onto the boat. So that means I've got to put a long day in today. And Erica's at home. She's not feeling very well. Unfortunately, there has been a bit of COVID around. I think I might have had it too, but I've been testing negative. Erica's been testing positive. But anyway, we've been keeping ourselves to ourselves. It's a bit of a COVID house where we've been house sitting. Chris has been sick as well. Lindsay's same as me, testing negative, but none of us are perfect in condition. So anyway, time to crack on. We haven't got time to be sick, so let's do this. Alrighty guys, so that's pretty much it for today. Looks pretty good though. Check out those ceiling panels. Lights are included. I did get them up. They went up pretty good. Did need some slight adjustments. But remember as well what I said, we are going to be covering these in a material like a leather. So it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. But we haven't got that material, so what we'll probably do tomorrow is give these a lick of paint so that they look half decent while we're getting around to doing that side of things. Anyway, that's pretty much it. The house is a mess. But I'm starving, hungry, I want to get home. So I'm going to throw the tools in, deal with this mess in the morning. Catch you later.